Oh. Right, second sound.
Sound check. This is.
Hi. Alright, sound's up. Let me post one single message of it.
Just meow into the chat or something.
Something like that. Alright.
Hello to and welcome, folks, to Phoenix
Wright Trilogy!
Gas in the Court!
Gas in the court.
There's nothing approaching order when it's the two of us, especially not in the Phoenix Wright game.
No, no, it's not. Alright. We're going to continue where we left off.
Yes, we will.
With the next episode. This time on Phoenix Wright. Load save data, yes.
You erased me from last
Well,
time.
these we don't have to do. The show does it so much better than...
More cheese than a large pizza.
That was terrible. Don't miss next week's exciting episode! The Dark Messenger returns! October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright and Co. Law Office Halls. God, I have to talk myself again. That rocked!
I hate doing Maya's voice. You volunteered to do Maya.
Only because we don't have a female person to do it with us. Which, God, hopefully that changes soon. See you in hell, little magistrate! My voice is better though. Whoa! Stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick! I didn't know you're here! You kinda did because you whacked me in the fucking head. I'm gonna start editing because I'm trying to cut back and swearing on stream. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? You must be an idiot. He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old. Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself.
Also 17, what are you doing working at a law firm?
She's an assistant.
I don't know.
It's Japan. Who gives a crap?
I think it's supposed to be California.
That's true. I'm still thinking show. It's California! That answers all your questions! Then watch it with me! He's really cool! And it's really popular! When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was number one! I really worry about kids these days. Ain't that the truth? Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. Months has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright and Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month?
I have a feeling someone's going to walk in.
It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner.
I love your optimism, Mia.
Maya. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom.
Ba-ring, ba-ring, ba-ring.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV! Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it! In real life! He skewered a villain with a samurai spear! I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick! Please, Nick!
I just feel like he's the one straight guy in the midst of all this chaos.
That's what it feels like. You get to do it this time, because I have to talk to myself.
October 16th, 9:22 a.m.
What do you do, really?
Wright & Co. law offices. I feel like if it was 1922, there'd be a lot more sepia tones and alcohol and booze.
Hi, Cheryl. Watching television. Yep. If you want to do it, you don't have to.
Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays a villain known as the Evil Magistrate.
So you do get why you call it Samurai Jack now?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Rachel.
But his body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was a murder weapon and are investigating further.
Huh.
For once, they didn't come right out and show you and tell you the...
Maybe we'll make.
Me.
This has to be a joke. No! It's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over! Dramatic much?
I remember when I was a kid and my favorite TV shows ended.
Yes? Wright & Co. law offices? What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes, of course! We'll be right there! Let's go, Nick! Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention! So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case! But I thought your sister's murder was our first case. Okay. Because I have to do this. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? I want to do some sightseeing.
Mine too.
Okay, well, get to moving. And if it makes you feel any better,
October 18th, detention center, Visitors Row.
I'm not gonna lie, if it makes you feel any better, these this first game is the easier game compared to the other two. Ah!
I was unaware we were defending Wolverine.
Thank you for that, Joe. I was waiting for that. By the way, you get to do his voice.
I know.
What's wrong, Maya? It's him. In the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this.
His chest hair has chest hair.
But he definitely did it. Murder. Once. Maybe twice. Whoa. What are you saying? Come on. You'll understand this character in a minute. Yes?
Something wrong.
No. This is getting up to a great start.
I know. You're disappointed, aren't you?
Disappointed? Oh no.
No, it's okay. This is the real me, bub. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with the mask,
I'll understand why your voice is so wrong in a second.
I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I don't want to wreck their dreams.
Oh, you get why your voice is so wrong? You got
Keeping it.
Is that so right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Sniff.
Okay, you're not supposed to say sniff.
Mm-hmm.
Nick! What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Maybe you could start.
Are you noticing that Maya is starting to do Mia's head tilt thing?
Yeah, I know. I think it's just they did Mia, and then it's a guy to give it a while. Like, maybe you could start by telling us what happened. I think they were sisters, kind of.
But yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday.
Still you?
The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. When 5 came around, the staff gathered at the studio. The evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly hewn with a samurai spear.
The samurai spear?
Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon.
Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick! How could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. I should hit my throat. Ow. Hey, who's new to this?
Oh, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character of the popular kid show. He walks the streets of Neo Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. Wow!
Actually, Neo Old Tokyo, who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder?
Well, that morning I came to the studio at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So
you were sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action here.
what will the kids think?
I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder.
Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Wow! Nick, let's go! I'm willing to bet $10 she has photographs. Not taking that bet.
Nope.
Oh God. October 16th, Global Studios, main gate. Ah, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited?
Hey, you there.
That's not old lady enough.
Oh. Hey, you there. You gotta go through me and my bad hip.
More hyper, old lady. Sorry. Lawyers.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
I'm security.
Oh, I can tell you right now, you're not gonna keep up with her.
And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out.
Gawkers?
Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around.
Like I said, you're not even able to keep up with it. I don't know why you started. Nick, will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. No, you are a star. I'm not even voicing some of this.
Be right back. Gonna go get another drink.
Okay. Hey, you got your line.
Be right back.
Hurry up!
Entertain them while I'm gone.
What am I supposed to do? Juggle? You do a striptease or something? I'm gonna go. Let me do it now. Yeah, so let's just sit here and contemplate Willpower's face. He's Wolverine.
Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No! Isn't that right, Nick? Right. Not all. At worst, you're a suspect. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No, I never do that.
Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch.
Yes, like a baby.
But the security lady says she saw you that day. She said she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise.
Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get.
I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Evil twin?
Still your line. Still your line.
Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me.
What did she see? She doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio?
Oh, the security lady?
She's terrible! She called me suspicious looking!
Yeah. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask. Mask were her words, I believe. She sets up all the business in the studio. Or let her see you stumble once and she'll never let you let up.
She's got some nerve! You think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation?
Of course.
I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Huh?
There are maps in the security guard station.
Hey, not bad. Talk. There's one of the old lady. Where is it?
Oh, time to go.
Hi.
Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day?
Ah! That's a confused detective!
Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window.
Yeah, I think you messed up Gumshoe's voice.
I don't even remember what I had.
He's kind of a gangster, mobster, detective guy.
Alright.
So?
Hey! If he's suppressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work! Detective?
I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh no. Hey, I'm sorry.
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt.
You're right, Pat. You're right, pal. It's all my fault.
There you go. I think it's
I
back.
can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on this case too, pal.
Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. And they just broke the fourth wall!
Well, third wall, because it's technically in 2D.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say he's a character, alright.
So are you. So are you. What about the security lady?
Oh, that sweet old lady, what a chump.
Huh? Are we talking about the same person?
When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority.
She even gave me a piece of valuable information.
Evidence, you dumb shit.
Evidence.
What?
So how is your investigation going, Detective?
Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions.
Right. So, Detective, mind if I take a look at what you got?
What I got?
The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please.
Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal.
Why was Mr. Powers arrested?
Well, pal, murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate.
Nick, that's true. Anyone would think that Powers to do with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. What kind of evidence?
Well, that, photo. Photo of the Steel Samurai heading toward the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
See the camera up on that gate, pal?
The gate? You mean that one with the welcome sign?
Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished.
Funny. For someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy.
What's wrong, pal? You seem down.
Don't look so happy when you say that. Come on, you know you want to do that.
We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found.
I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go! We got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out.
Yep, let's go back to the main gate because we have it.
Nick, look! The security lady's in the car station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them! Mic drop. Oh shit, I don't think I got my photo by giving that photo to Detective Dumb Shit. Let's go to the employee.
October 16th, Global Studios employee area.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room! No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around!
Yes. Let's. Whoosh. That's terrible. It's gonna be a running gag this entire episode.
I have a second stomach just for steaks.
Why do I have a feeling I've heard you say that same thing once or twice
Maybe.
before?
Let me check the dressing room. October 16th, Global Studios. That's it, Mom! Oh, the dressing room. I love talking to myself because this is so fun. So this is when he was sleeping. Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna take a tally of how many stomachs she has.
It's 3.
She has 3 stomachs so far. And
how many stomachs does this girl have? Thanks, Phoenix. The exact thing we were just thinking.
so we have 3 already. See if we wind up with 4.
Here, babe. So my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. It's way too heavy for someone who's in crime scene. I have to agree with that.
Me too.
What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me.
Hey, I think it's adorable and endearing.
I think you messed up.
What? You think you messed up?
I think she's messed up. My phone's gonna, you know.
You know? No, I don't know.
Who are you? God, what other...
I could do her.
I only have one female voice. They all sound the same.
Who, me? I'm an assistant here.
Okay, why are you making her sound very masculine?
I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc.
We're lawyers representing Mr. Powers.
Oh, you're WP's people?
WP. Oh, we're Powers. WP. I get it.
I don't know you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent.
Don't worry, leave it to us.
That's not what I want to talk about. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am?
What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. Tell me anything about the day of the murder?
You're already accusing her of resorting to the casting couch.
No, what I was saying, thank you. You could have went in there like, hey, he's there. You could have went in to wake him up or something.
Well, she clearly thinks that's where you were going.
Yeah, by the way, what's her line?
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on the staff that day, you see.
Only one assistant.
Yes.
Well,
studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was the only rehearsal for our action sequences.
Oh, I see.
No wonder we went through the action sequences in the employee area.
We have a slight issue.
What? WP
Yeah.
and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. What's our issue?
This wasn't loading.
The employee area.
That's half an hour behind. Half a minute behind now. So the employee, blah 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 blah. I missed the whole line.
Yes, that's that place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into the dressing room. Into his dressing room. I didn't see either of them after that.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. WP was the only one who came to the studio. Then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph.
Sorry. I know you're busy.
Not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me.
Ah! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead!
Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just afternoon, I sensed someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio employees, maybe?
No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
Really?
But wait! If someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that.
No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put the security lady on the spot.
Let's more to it. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio?
Yes.
I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony.
Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them.
October 16th, Global Studios, main gate. Are you falling asleep again?
No matter where you go.
I don't know. Are you falling asleep again?
No.
Sure. Joking. Oh, did you tell us about the security photo, man? Well, here's what I'm gonna do.
What? I think you might need to examine that camera.
I'm gonna do this. Switch back to that, because I don't need to keep thing running on active without me able to see it on air. Who do you think does the actual matter?
I don't know. Someone has. I don't think we've met all the people who were involved yet, though.
Is that your final answer?
We'll see. Otherwise, I'm gonna say her.
Checking my watch.
She's still going.
Tweet.
Yes.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't know. Oh!
Yeah, right. The first one.
Alright, we'll put it on a list.
Right, hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I give you credit for. Or you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it's just a joke. So we done for the day?
I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? Let me check something.
Or maybe it's the assistant. And that's the day done.
Technically, it's the day done, but you want to do it after every court day? Because it seems a little bit more fair, because that was one investigation.
Well, are we gonna do our whole, next time?
After the whole court date.
All right.
Technically, that was the first day. But we're doing it after every trial thing.
All right. October.
I have to be the fucking judge too. God damn it! Why'd I have to do that? Oh well.
Hey, you inflicted that on yourself.
I know.
October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. Man with the beard, so...
Right. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
Oh boy, it's him again.
They'll be doing it for a while. He's the main
The
prosecutor.
prosecution is... I'm trying to make my voice drip with arrogance and smugness.
It's not quite working. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, otherwise known as Wolverine, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Noble Studios. No, the Wolverine joke is not ending anytime soon.
I don't think it's gonna end anytime during the stream.
And it is impossible for anyone else to have submitted
That's terrible.
the same as mine. The evidence
presented here during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well. I call a most familiar face. Detective Gumshoe, the worst detective on the force, to the stand.
Sometimes I think he's the only detective on the force. I feel like we've had this conversation about that before. Oh well, at some later date.
Detective, if you would briefly describe this case. Yes, sir, I'll explain with the guide map right here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. The security lady that works at the studios is here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there is the gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder when the body was found. Now, the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. Still there. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. Production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again?
Should I listen to the whole thing again? No! I think I can probably remember all that.
So the...
Hey, that's me. So, the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. I completely changed his voice, completely accidentally.
Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call this security officer to the stand. It's too evil. Will the witness declare her name?
You really want to do this? I don't think you want to do this.
Why?
Because that's why.
Your name, please. You can do it then.
I'm not doing it. I already have enough female characters I have to do.
Oh dearie, no need to be.
You don't need to do it. We're not doing
Your name, please.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
As do I.
Hey, it's your line.
Objection? Object to the witness's talkativeness.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You may begin your testimony. She shows one hell of an old bag. Thank God we're not voicing her. Because neither one of us can do an old lady voice. Yours is terrible, by the way. I'm going to establish that. Please don't ever try to do an old lady voice.
Oh yeah, let's see you do better.
Old Hammer and I've been doing a run through since the morning.
Okay, that doesn't even sound like old lady. That sounds like...
I never said mine was good. It's just...
That sounds like...
I'm injecting me. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's do this shit. I mean, let's do this. Blah blah. Blah blah. Blah blah. Blah blah. Blah blah. Blah. You know, I got a problem with that. I'm gonna go with... Oops. My button. I'm going with, I got a problem with your dick. Let me get this straight, old bag, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers you saw?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai! No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss, witness. He's having some trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? What? Hey, you missed your line. You're not paying attention! Even Edgeworth is surprised.
The prosecution would like to ask the old witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
Oh. Wow. Old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. Too forward. So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Like a pig. Yeah, I'm not gonna press that. That's annoying. Uh-huh. Yeah, that makes sense.
No one seems comfortable with this old lady.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is this steel samurai costume now?
About that. Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking now. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there! We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I like that judge voice a lot better than the one I think I did originally. Let's see what we have that we can give away here.
You could just...
I pressed everything.
Yeah. We would still be on the screen if there wasn't something you had to present.
I know.
Here.
I'm thinking. Yep. Hold up! Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? I don't think that's the actual line that was said, but we'll move on. Yeah. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. The very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 o'clock p.m., photo number 2. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio on that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Can the witness explain this to the court?
Oh, believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Something the matter, Miss Oldbody? Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai? I see. Your testimony, please.
I can tell the judge is getting very annoyed with this witness.
I'm getting annoyed with this witness.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. I don't think Edgeworth likes his own witness either.
Nope.
Well, I'm fairly certain there's nothing that a lawyer hates more than being surprised by his own witness.
Yep. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Maya.
Well, let's say this was a time for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Who the heck was in the photo you erased? Bad boy? Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words! They come in through the drain. And... kids... So, on the photo that you erased... What? Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Like
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assumed hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Possible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Nabe Nambasari.
Mr. Powers?
Yes.
Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I was sleeping.
So who was the steel samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of stuff like that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
Doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Dick, what are we gonna do?
Best we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down, we can get another day.
Right! But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. Let's hope you don't lose on the spot. I know who it is that we don't want to pick. I just want to pick one of the other options on purpose. Chill out.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't say like that.
I think you changed it. I was saving before I did the thing. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else that could have committed the crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. If the stakes weren't high enough already. So who is this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder? I'm purposely saving it for a reason. Like I told you, I know who it is. I want to see what the other options are because I've never done the other options. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't move. It was something! So evil.
Oh, that's really nice.
nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Did he actually just do that?
Who is this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder? Security lady. It was the security lady! Wendy Oldbag! The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they'd been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldbag. Order. Order. Is this true, Oldbag? Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. How would she go through all the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simply, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take a picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh, yeah. Right here. Sherlock Holmes II, baby. Really?
Objection time.
Huh? That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Let's double check something.
Are you consulting the tome?
I'm double checking the tone. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. Don't forget that Mr. Powers likes to play motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. It's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. The second or third grade, was it? Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. I have proof. Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy cannot have committed this murder. Well, no shit, Sherlock. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How can a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Mic drop. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
They don't even bother letting the name. That's fun. Then this prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Oh, look out, I think she just became possessed.
Okay, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Not to talk about.
Hi-ho!
Huh. You mean it wasn't Edgeway that told her not to talk? We'll testify! Ouch. Now, why did you keep this from us till now? I didn't see that part. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Boop, 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 boop. Who are these people? The director?
We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
She's got a point. So where were these people?
Where? Oh, in this. We're not reading this.
Oh, Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? I thought the monkey said this all over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? They've already asked all my questions, but... Now, we'll take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of.
He looks like he's about to have an aneurysm.
Yep.
It seems to be a frequent look for him.
Yep.
I understand, Your Honor.
This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned.
October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court of Hendon, Lobby number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. His voice is not doing any favors on my throat right now.
You're the one who ordered to do Wolverine.
I know. I stand by my decision. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Oh, where should I?
She's terrible. She's a terrible human being. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been an old windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right. We'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys. Alright, who is the possible culprit?
Who is the? Hold on. Let's go. Yeah, hold on. Before we save it. Who is the possible culprit? We don't know. Find out next time on Phoenix Wright, Attorney at Law. And save it. Save it again. And then we hold. After it's done saving. Hold it. Wait a couple so I actually have a spot for it.